Earlier, on the night of July 18th, Russia executed a long-range missile strike that marked a significant shift in strategic bomber operations. According to open-source intelligence from AMK Mapping, two Tu-95 bombers took off from Belaya Airbase in Irkutsk Oblast, roughly 2,360 miles from the Ukrainian border, supported by Il-78 aerial tankers. After flying across much of Russia, the aircraft launched approximately 9 Kh-101 cruise missiles from their usual firing zone near Engels, Saratov Oblast. This maneuver suggests an evolving Russian strategy aimed at complicating Ukrainian detection and response. Nestled in the remote Irkutsk Oblast, Belaya Airbase emerged as the unexpected origin of a sophisticated Russian missile operation. On July 18th, two Tu-95s strategic bombers, known for their long-range capabilities, took off from this distant facility, approximately 2,360 miles from Ukraine's border. Accompanied by two Il-78 tanker aircraft, which provided critical mid-air refueling, the bombers covered a staggering 3,800 kilometers across Russian territory. This extensive flight path culminated in the launch of approximately 9 Kh-101 cruise missiles from the established firing zone near Engels in Saratov Oblast, a region frequently used for such operations. The Tu-95s, a Cold War-era workhorse, is designed for long-range missions, and its pairing with Il-78 tankers enabled this extended journey without intermediate landings. After releasing their payloads, both the bombers and tankers landed at Engels II Air Base, completing the mission. The choice of Belaya Airbase, far from the conflict zone, highlights a deliberate shift in Russian tactics, likely intended to challenge Ukrainian air defense systems by introducing unpredictability in launch origins. Such maneuvers complicate tracking and response efforts, as the extended flight paths and remote basing obscure the bombers' movements until they reach their firing positions. This evolving approach reflects Russia's ongoing adaptation in its aerial campaign, aiming to keep adversaries off balance while maximizing the operational reach of its aging but effective bomber fleet. The July 18th Russian missile strike showcased a meticulously planned long-range operation. Two Tu-95s bombers, launching from Belaya Airbase, traversed approximately 2,360 miles across Russia's interior. This extensive flight relied on mid-air refueling from two Il-78 tankers, which provided critical fuel transfers to sustain the bomber's journey. The Il-78s, equipped with advanced refueling technology, enabled the Tu-95s to maintain high-altitude flight for hours, ensuring mission endurance without intermediate landings. Arriving over the Engels district in Saratov Oblast, the bombers released roughly 9 Kh-101 cruise missiles. These precision-guided weapons, designed for stealth and accuracy, boast a range exceeding 1,550 miles, and use sophisticated inertial and satellite navigation to strike high-value targets. While specific target zones in Ukraine remain unconfirmed by open-source intelligence, Kh-101 missiles are typically deployed against strategic assets like military bases or infrastructure to disrupt operations. This lack of clarity on targets suggests Russia's aim to maintain strategic ambiguity, complicating Ukrainian defensive preparations. Post-launch, the Tu-95s and Il-78s landed at Engels II Air Base, a key facility for Russia's strategic aviation, ensuring secure recovery and maintenance. The operation's intricacy, covering thousands of miles, coordinating aerial refueling, and executing a precise missile strike, highlights Russia's focus on operational flexibility. By initiating the mission from a distant base, Russia likely tested its ability to project power while probing Ukrainian air defenses for weaknesses. This tactic stretches the capabilities of its veteran bomber fleet, emphasizing adaptability in long-range strikes. The use of Engels as a launch zone, paired with the remote staging from Belaya, underscores Russia's intent to keep adversaries off balance, forcing constant recalibration of detection systems. Such operations signal a deliberate effort to sustain pressure through unpredictable high-impact aerial campaigns, challenging Ukraine's ability to anticipate and counter far-reaching threats. The Russian missile strike from Belaya Airbase signals a deliberate shift in launch geography, moving operations to a remote eastern base far from traditional western airfields. This relocation diversifies Russia's attack vectors, forcing adversaries to monitor a broader swath of territory. By staging bombers 2,360 miles from the conflict zone, Russia employs confusion tactics, aiming to obscure its operational patterns. This unpredictability complicates tracking, as Ukrainian radar and intelligence systems must now account for launches from unexpected regions, stretching their surveillance capabilities thin. The use of a distant base also serves as a risk mitigation strategy for Russia's strategic bombers. Positioning Tu-95s far from Ukraine's reach reduces their exposure to potential counterstrikes or drone attacks, which have previously targeted air bases closer to the border. This approach preserves Russia's aging but valuable bomber fleet, ensuring operational longevity. Additionally, the extended flight paths enabled by IL-78 tankers allow bombers to approach launch zones circuitously, masking their intentions until the last moment. For Ukrainian early warning systems, this creates significant challenges. Detecting aircraft from a base as far as Irkutsk Oblast requires expanded radar coverage and real-time intelligence, straining resources already focused on monitoring closer threats. The sudden shift in launch origins disrupts established predictive models, delaying response times and potentially allowing missiles to penetrate deeper before interception. Russia's tactic of varying launch geography not only tests Ukraine's adaptability, but also pressures its air defense network to allocate resources inefficiently,